Ex-visionary. $10. I know a few studs on defense, and they told me to look out for Lagway this week. Said he's moving like he did last year. Said no one has given up on Nape in the locker room. Had me hyped again. Wow.
Awesome. Great to hear. I felt like that, but it's great to hear.
Look, I mean, I know y'all hate. I know people hate hearing that, but I respect the hell out of the players and all of them ignoring the noise. I mean, like, look, they're in a different space in a different world than we are. So I've never really wanted them to quit on it. Like I said, how it looks is different than what I know. But great little insight here. Look,
I tell you what, if Lagway was a junior or a senior playing like this, they would have quit.
True.
Just because he's young, he has that energy, and that's that youthful hope is a hell of a thing. And so
it's interesting I read that because we're about to read this article here, or the points from these interviews, which kind of go hand in hand here. $5 says Champ Harris, if our defense continues to play lights out and we turn our offense around, do you see this playoff caliber team with 3 losses?
Yes. We win out. We go undefeated from this
Bro,
game on.
Timeline's going to be
on fire. Everybody and their mama be talking about the Gators. I promise you.
So, a couple things. Jake Slaughter, this was his comment, says he looked good. He was out there spinning it. We divided up orange and blue. I had the privilege of blocking for DJ for both days. The orange team came out on top. DJ led us, and we scored points and made stops on defense. I felt like it helped everybody getting the 11-11 work. It definitely helped DJ. It helped me. It helped guys across the board. And then Lagway said, I would say this is my first real week of just good-on-good reps the whole practice. So it was just great to get out there and compete against the first-team defense that has been playing really well. And I agree with that. Why we waited till this time, it's neither here nor there. It's always good to go out there and compete and have fun. Agreed. And then I would definitely say my pocket awareness, working on my pocket movement, keeping my base, finishing through throws and things like that. I love hearing that you're finally acknowledging that these things are not happening because nobody said any of those things. I feel like this is something that where the practice reps came in place, just getting used to the pocket. And this is my favorite line. I love this line. There's been a lot of progress, with the just mechanical wise. I know the results on the field haven't been there, and of course that's a problem. We're going to get that fixed for sure. And then he says, eventually it's going to pop. And when it pops, it's going to be hard to stop. I'll tell you that right now. I definitely feel like that we just need a little spark, and it's going to set a blaze. So we just got to keep chopping wood, carrying water, and just continue to better our process. This is his way of saying we're dangerously close. So we've heard it. We heard it 2 weeks ago. I'm hearing it again. Look, I love it. I love that the players still are having that mentality. It sounds great. I've drinking the Kool-Aid plenty. Okay, I've got a tummy ache from drinking it so much, so I'm not gonna believe any of it until I see it. But the one thing that is keeping me kind of bought in is that I've seen the kids ball. Like I know he has it. It's not like we've never seen it. It's in there. It's just been gone.
I like the fact that. And I've said it from week one, even when we scored the 55 points, I saw that I saw the things that were wrong. We put up points, but there still were things wrong. And his mechanic and his footwork, setting his feet, the timing, and all of that stuff. But we got away with it. And I said it in week 2, said it in week 3. And a lot of people were so just caught up in the offense and Billy's offense and saying Billy, the play calling suck, all this stuff. We could have better play calling, or we can have plays that you like. At the end of the day, it's an offensive play. Any play you call should work. To me, that's how I view it. But when you go to break down and you look at mechanics and stuff, it's just great to hear him call out what it is and saying that he's fixing it. And so he knows what it is. He's seeing what it is, and he's addressing those issues. Because I tell you, you can't replace live bullets and knowing your teammates. Certain offensive linemen, the way they kick, step, and set, right, is different than every other offensive lineman. Everybody does it a different way. Then you have certain quarterbacks who in the pocket are more comfortable. Hey, if you kick set and he goes speed rush, just watch him pass me. I'm better at operating, moving up in the pocket, or doing this, or sliding to this direction, or sliding to that side. So that chemistry don't just come with the wide receivers. It comes with the protection as well, with the guys knowing what you do best in the pocket, or how you're going to climb the pocket and still get these throws off. So that knowing your offensive linemen, how they block on certain plays, all of that goes together. And I think people overlook that. Like if you take, I don't know if I said it before, but if you take Tom Brady, for example, his offensive line, he needed a good center and 2 good guards. He didn't worry about the tackles as much because he know he wasn't escaping the pocket and all that. He wanted to be able to step up in the pocket. He wanted those guys to watch the defensive ends pass them. You hold heavy inside, and if he tries to speed rush, you just watch him pass because I'm stepping up in this pocket. Either I'm going to make the play or I'm throwing the ball away. He didn't take many sacks because either the play is open or I'm throwing it away. I'm not even trying to improvise, but he knew what to do. And so just having that chemistry with your linemen and all of that, them getting to know your sweet spots, where you like to be on certain plays in your drop, where you're going to climb the pocket at on certain rushes, all that stuff goes hand to hand. And so having this time with those guys is going to help. I'm not saying it's going to be night and day switch, but it's definitely going to help them.
Yeah, and look, I mean, any progression is good progression. I would love if any of the writers are watching, of like, hey, we heard a lot of guys talk about it, and yourself included, about this 11-11 competitive, training. Why didn't we take this approach? And I get it. I would say your week-to-week practices, I'm pretty sure they're probably pretty organized and set of what's needed. But I think that, and we did this when I played, and whether it was baseball or golf, you showed up with expecting practice to go a certain way, and the coach throws a curveball at you, and that practice ended up being one of the best practices because you didn't go in and just have your repetitiveness of doing the same thing over and over again. Why not try again? And again, this could be just T-ball talk, but why not have this? You saw how bad it was. That when you try those things, when you do 11-on-11, when you have that, because you learned about it last year during the bye week. Why not try to throw it in a little bit sooner so you don't put yourself into the hole that we are currently in? Yeah. It's things that it's easier said to ask about it after the fact, but 4 years in, dude, you've got to be, especially with your back against the wall. Again, this is where I would almost kind of bring up, like, hey, Napier, I've always shown a lack of game awareness, and it's almost like you lack just in-game awareness with everything. Yeah. Like, you're great planner, great preparation, and it's like everything has to go right. And if it does, buckle up. But if it doesn't, you're like, yeah, well, we're sticking to it. Like, why is that? I would love to know the thought process behind that. They're like, you can't tell me you don't do that because I've had 4 years of data saying otherwise.
Yeah, I think a big thing, I don't know, the rules of practices and how long you can practice. Like in our days when we had real 2-a-days, where you going out there practicing twice a day for real. I don't know what the hourly rules are now, but I think that has affected a lot of the game, especially if you're going to have a player that gets hurt. Now he's definitely behind the 8 ball. Back in the days where, okay, somebody get hurt, but the hours that you can practice, the amount of contact that you're going to have throughout the week was through the roof. And I think that's hurting somebody like DJ in this situation, with those guys being so lax in the amount of practice that you have. They count on these guys to be professionals by the time they get to the season, to where, okay, you did all the banging. So during the week, during a normal week, you only get really 8 plays full speed, but you're still not tackling to the ground. But it's 8 plays that are full speed. And it's normally in your run period, where they call it 9-on-7, where it's all your linemen and linebackers versus the tight ends and running backs, and you going live for 8 plays. The defense get 8 plays full speed, or you'll do 4 in a row. Then they'll switch to second team defense, and then first team will go back and do 4 more, and then we watch film on those floor plays. But those are the only real live plays throughout a whole week. And so when you think about that, and you think about DJ, that's just 9-on-7. That's like really running. Other than that, offense,
like flag
is
football,
doing stuff on air, or it's basically, but with pads on. But there's no live action in front of you. So, and that's just how it is everywhere, and that's how it's ran, because you're supposed to be further along.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
But DJ is not.
That's my
so
point.
He needs to have people reaching at him, trying to knock the ball out of his
Why
hand.
not adjust? Yeah. You know that you're in a deficit. You have to do things differently. Yeah. You had an entire different offseason than everybody else, which means you can't have a normal regular season in week practice than everybody else.
I think that adjustment is because DJ's the only one that wasn't there.
Okay,
so
but he's the heartbeat of the offense. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You have to let everybody know, hey,
This is what it
And
is.
you don't want to put I guess you don't want to put the microscope and say, hey, this person needs all these
I don't
extra
care.
reps of
It's
practice.
not a microscope.
You have to. No, you're right. You know, you have to.
You're
And
getting
so I
paid
guess
millions of
that's
dollars. Shut up and put up. Let's go
hey,
play some football.
that's
Like we're tired of losing. Hey, we suck. This is an
and the rest
easy
of y'all
fix.
who already been here doing it, so what? We doing it again.
Hey,
Like,
listen,
yeah.
we win as a team, we lose
You
as a
go
team, we
nowhere
suck
without
as a
this
team.
guy, first of all. So
No, you don't win without
wanna
anybody.
win or
It's not just you.
Yeah.
But he is 80% of the offense. We all know that. That isn't a secret, okay? And this
Yeah.
isn't me glorifying him. This is what it is. He touches the ball every single
It
time
is.
on
He's the
offense.
quarterback.
It's an issue. Billy raises his hand in front of the meeting. This is on us. I mismanaged his off season, okay? We weren't prepared. 100% on me. We got to make an adjustment. This team is good enough to get it done. You guys have put in the work. We've all put in the work. I mismanaged this. Here's what we're going to do. You mean to tell me that those boys wouldn't be, let's go get it, coach?
Yeah, they'd be
Come
fired
on,
up.
man.
Yeah, for sure. They'd be
Dial it
fired
in.
up.
Dial it
Yeah,
in.
you have to.
I'll
You
go
have to.
say it to him. Put me in there, coach.
You have to. And that's why I think what they end up doing it. I think they try to get to the bye week and hoping, and you always hope.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was hoping to go
But
2-2-2.
when a Saturday it looks that bad, it's like the hope that I had is got annihilated. It's like, how do I
How do I manage this?
Like, I talked to him the first game, like, okay, you're not coach, I got you, my bad. I'm just trying to get the jitters off. It was just on me. You're like, all right, cool. Go out there next game, it's like you're looking at him like, hey coach, I just don't you know what I mean? Like, look, ain't no more goddamn hey coaches. Like, you know what I mean? Tomorrow I need everybody full pad. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So
this is fun talking about. I think it's look, what I will say, I think that we have, in a season of distraught, we've learned a lot. Myself has learned a lot. And I think these are, look, what we always try to do with these shows is I always think like, what's the identity of this show? Like, what do we try to accomplish? Yeah. And it's like, look, like it's a glorified cooler talk. You know, like that's all how I can look at it is, what's that?
Therapy session.
Therapy session, but it's just, you know, if we all had the ability to have this conversation, like people try to put it genuinely doesn't faze me anymore. It's hilarious at this point of like people get irritated and are frustrated of like, oh, all the YouTubers and insiders and one, like, I know you ain't talking about me. I know you're not really talking about any of these guys. I think some of the guys are connected and they definitely have said a few things that necessarily don't always pan out, but I can't think of a content creator that has came out here and said, died on a hill. Well, there is one, but you know, no. He's your best buddy.
I accept everything.
Yeah. But anyways, it is what it is. But all great conversations as usual. I think this was a very healthy one, even with not much from Napier's presser. $2 says DJ's gonna look good tossing that bubble screen on Saturday. Well, that's a hell of a way to end the show. I don't think there's any better way to end it, boys. But Stephen Harris, miss you, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Dallas Wilson, save us. Come on, Dallas.
Bye week, Billy. Bye week, Billy.
Go Gators, man.
Go Gators, boys. We'll see you guys. Hey, we're going to do a show live tomorrow, 9:35. Again, we're going to do a show every morning this week. We got some time off, so we're going to take advantage of you guys want to come hang out with us. And then, of course, Wednesday night live at 8:35. Got a Texas content creator. Should be good. We'll see you boys there. Be good. Make sure you love them. Peace and love, baby.
Nobody. The couch is open, man. Therapy. We got you.